You're in Italy. Whereabouts in Italy are you?
I'm in Ancona, which is in the center on the east side. I'm
Hmm.
literally 5 minutes by the beach.
Oh, wow. Oh,
You know, yeah, we are on the coast, on the east side. It's nice. It is pretty boring, but nice.
nice, nice. I'm talking to you from Brisbane, which is about, if you picture Australia,
Brisbane.
it's about
Yeah.
halfway up the, not even halfway up, but yeah, we're on the east coast. So if you're a major band,
Okay.
we're one of the cities that you come to. So yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, we're a capital city. So
Okay. That's
I'm,
cool.
yes, so I will be probably be in debt for the next billion years in order to live here, but it's worth it for the bands. 'Cause, yeah,
I understand. I understand. And I have a friend of mine. I have a friend of mine from Australia. She actually, I think she did an interview with you, Carly Jewell.
yes, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yes, I saw you two
yeah.
know each other.
She's a really good friend of mine. We knew each other since when I was in LA. It's been like over 10 years, and she was always so supportive of my other projects, and I
Oh,
was supporting of hers because she's really good.
oh, she
And
is
so yeah,
great.
she told me, yeah, she
Oh,
said you're a great guy. She's like, I love these interviews, and so now you just told me about Australia, and she came up to my mind.
oh, Carly, bless her. Yeah, no, first time
Yeah.
our interview actually got interrupted by a fire alarm. I actually had to evacuate halfway through our interview because all of a sudden I'm like, beep, 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 what the fuck is that? No, Carly.
Really?
uh, thought we were going to burn alive. So, mate, Noir Addiction. Um, so I've listened
Yeah.
to the album. Gosh, mate, I almost think you sound like a Marilyn Manson fan. Just a little bit.
Uh, yeah. We knew that obviously from the beginning. It's just the kind of sound that we like. Now, what I
Yeah.
think from my side, I got a lot of influences, of course. And Richard, he's got that tone. So
Mm.
ultimately, it's like we knew that the comparison was gonna come, but in the end, I think we did like really good songs. And I still think that when you listen to our album, it's not like a straight comparison like this could have been a Manson album. But of
Mm.
course, you just find the influences in it.
Oh yeah. And also,
Obviously, you got those songs that are.
yeah, and obviously I say this knowing
No,
that
please go ahead.
you started off as a Marilyn Manson tribute artist, I believe. Yeah. Well, there you go. So it was
Yeah,
always going to
yeah.
come.
It was always kind of, like we have like all of us, we have like different influences, of course. But at the time, that was a long time ago.
Mm.
When I met Richard, I heard him singing like some Manson songs, and I'm like, there wasn't really a chance with your own music to start playing around in big clubs.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
were all kind of tired about it. We were just like, we want to play, we want to experience the stage in a certain way. So that was a great card for us to play. And so, yeah, we did started like as a Manson tribute band. Then, we just, everyone went their own way. And
Mhm.
then years later, I'm like, dude, let's make a band, and
So
let's play our own music.
you've lived in Los Angeles for 7 years, and obviously you live in Italy now. What are some of
Yeah.
the biggest that I reckon? I feel like living in a coastal Italian town versus living in LA. I feel like you couldn't. I feel like there'd be very big changes. What are some of the biggest differences between the two places?
Man, it's like, I mean, of course, I was born here, so I know this area, I know how everything works, and I know how boring it is. So that's the first point. Huge difference with LA, where if you want, you got to party every day, you got everything you want. It's just like, I don't know, I think it depends from people. Like, I'm more of a city person. Like, I enjoy the cities, like all the shows, 5 minutes away, you get Depeche Mode coming in town, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna walk
Mm.
there. And it depends, like for the industry, of course, that's a huge plus because, like, if you want to play music, if you want to be in the business, I think LA gave me like so much, so much. I remember that the first 2.5 years, especially, I got everything out of that city,
Hmm.
everything I possibly could. And this is like the comparison which, compared to Italy, I was like, in 10 years, I couldn't place any of my music.
Mm.
It's just like so different with everything. People, of course, the culture, everything you can think of. We come from a small town when, you know, every hour of the day is the same, basically.
I grew up in Tasmania, which is the small island underneath Australia. So in essentially what was an overgrown country town, which got no gigs. So I
Okay.
understand that like that was what I grew up with. So, and this is why now I I, I did not get to see an international band until I was 18. Like it was just a whole thing. So
Yeah.
now I am like, no, I won't miss out on anything, and I'm going to a gig, I'm going to like 2 gigs a week of internationals. It's fucking fantastic. uh,
Yeah, again, I think it's for the person, like, I got like some guys that I know, they could never live in LA. It's
mm,
just too much, it's too hectic. So it really depends like what kind of person you are. But the good thing about LA is that if you want to chill, you can go by the beach. You go to Santa Monica and it's
mm,
like, it's so close. And if you want to go up the mountains, you go to Big Bear, which is like 2 hours away.
yeah.
I just love LA. I
Mm,
will promote LA for all my life.
yeah. I am interested to go there for the good and the bad of it, from the glitz and the glamour to, the tent cities to all this crazy, all these, just all the wildness. I want it all.
It
Yes,
is
I
great.
definitely want to see LA
Yeah,
live.
I mean, it is crazy. But I have to be honest, when I moved there, uh, I was a little crazy too. So I was really ready to embrace everything that came with it. I mean, I was ready. I was prepared because I already been there like a few times and I knew some people over there. I knew a little bit of the city and I'm like, am I gonna do the move or not? And I'm like, yeah, let's go.
I promise I'm not going to keep harping on about Italy, but it's interesting to me. Because obviously Western music dominates the world, right? In the realms that we think of. You think of Germany, and you can maybe obviously think Ramstein and maybe, 5 or 6 other bands. I cannot, wait, Flesh God Apocalypse, are they from Italy? I'm trying to
What's
think of
that?
I'm trying to think of Italian bands. Flesh God Apocalypse.
No, I don't think so. I mean, the main Italian band we got in the past year was
Oh, you're frozen. Hang on.
Maneskin.
Wait. Sorry, you froze there. So who was it?
Oh, Maneskin. Do you know them?
Is that how it's pronounced? I've been reading it as
Maneskin.
Mainskin the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they were like the only band that made it huge in all the world, basically. But
Mm,
that's the kind of pop rock. You cannot imagine someone like, there's just no scene for that.
mm, yeah.
You
Well, and that
know, you
that made me
can't.
ask. Yeah, what is the scene like in Italy?
I mean, I guess like for the majority, it's like the rest of the world. There's this big like pop, rap, huge auto tune, and it's just like easy song. That's the kind of music that I think it's like elevator music to me. When you go to the dentist and you're like elevator, and you listen to music, you're like, okay, whatever, you know. But it's on purpose because I just think that, they want to make people stupid more than what they are most of the time.
It's weird how much you listen to people's music without even realizing it. Like someone will mention a pop singer. I will have no idea. I was like, I could not name you a note of their song. I'll go to their Spotify, listen to and recognize the first 10 songs I hear. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's massive meaning that, they get like this radio rotation, which is like crazy. You go in a store, you want to buy some clothes, and I feel bad for the employees most of the times. Live like that for 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. I just can't stand it. But, and you fight with this because it's, it seems like there's not even a niche anymore. It's like everywhere went there. At least I'm talking about this country, you know? Like when I was in LA, of course, I was listening to the radio and sometimes they were playing Tool and I'm like, what?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know, Tool on the radio. And they're massive there though. So
yeah, yeah. But speaking
what do
of
you want
bands,
to
what your album Decadent Desire is an absolute banger. How long were you making it, and what were the biggest challenges?
It took me a month and a half. It
Mm,
was really quick. So I started exactly 1 year ago. It was like the beginning of October, more or
mm,
less. I had like already some riffs in my mind, you know, some ideas, or I had already worked with some electronics. And I was just like, I called the guys and I'm like, hey, just gonna send you some ideas and let's see where it goes from there. Problem is, I started being in such a flow that I was really quick and I was like every 3 days, like putting songs, like just writing songs like in a row. And I'm
mm.
like, I got the parts, I got the chorus, I got the verse, I got everything. So it was pretty quick, but we did have 3 songs. I believe one was Final Act, one was The New Disorder, and the other one was Villains in Heaven, which took a little longer because just the song was down, but then we arranged it for the way Richard was singing on them, and we felt like certain parts were supposed to be switched, you know, and that took a little longer, and especially like sound wise, because the drums wouldn't come out on those songs, so I had to slow down a little bit on the guitars,
Slow down, you.
which sucked. Yeah, that for me, you know, we went to the studio to a recording studio. No, now I recorded this album in my home studio,
Mhm.
but we did the drums at a friend of mine. He's got an amazing studio in Florence. Uh, and he said, you can totally hear that a guitar player recorded this album. I'm like, why? It's like, it's all about the, well,
All about the riffs. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Imagine if a
No,
drummer
it
mixed
was
an
fun.
album. Imagine if a drummer mixed an album. What would it
No,
sound
man.
like?
Unless you unless it would be something like in Utero from Nirvana.
Mm.
Now, that album is all about the drums, but it's mixed in a way that I love it. I mean, the drums are huge. They did
Mm.
it at Steve Albini's in his studio because of the room. I don't know if you
Mhm.
know some of the history
Yeah,
around
yeah.
the album. Now, there would be, I would appreciate a drummer doing something like that. But if a drummer would have to write an album, that would be really a problem. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
Why is this whole thing at 300 BPM? What's going on?
Exactly, exactly, exactly. Yeah, totally. Double pedal, you know, yeah, yeah.
Oh, be terrible. I'd love it. Mate, it has been wonderful to speak to you, man, after so long. Thank you for your patience. I do appreciate it.
Well,
And
thank
if you,
you.
yeah, man, look, I will edit this
Yeah,
up and yeah, we'll make some graphics out of it and we'll go from there. So thank you very much for your time today, dude.
I really appreciate it. And you know, another thing that I really appreciate is that I do speak English, but with Australians, it's kind of hard sometimes.
We slur.
And you've been amazing. You've been amazing.
I try.
Amazing. I really
I
appreciate
try to articulate myself a little bit, yes.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Easy.
But I really enjoyed it.
No worries, man. Thank you so much. Be good to yourself.
Thank you so much.